This is a quick video over distillation in ChemCad. So we're going to select our components. We're going to go to thermophysical properties and go to select components. And for this, I'm just going to do ethane and propane. We'll click OK. Click OK. We're not going to worry about any of this. Click OK. So we need a feed. Whoops. A feed and two products. Whoops. And we're going to distill it, so we're going to use a shortcut column in the beginning. We'll show why that's important in a second. We're going to attach our piping. There we go. Now we're going to go to our feed, and we're going to select what we want. So we're going to have maybe 100 pound-moles per hour of ethane and 100 pound-moles per hour of propane. We're going to select flash, but I got to do a temperature. We're going to say 100 Fahrenheit and 100 psi for the moment. Flash it. Click OK. Now we'll go here. We will select maybe design 2, and we'll just keep it with total. And we'll do an R over R min of 1.1. Or I guess we can even do 1 for right now. And we have our light key component, so that's the light key. So that would be ethane in this system and propane. So we want, let's say we want 90% of the ethane to go, or let's say 99% of the ethane to go to the top, and we only want 10% of the ethane to go to the top. So this is just going to the top of the column. So if we put 0, 1, only 1% of the propane will go to the top. If we put 99, that means that 99% of the propane will go to the top or come out as the distillate. So we just want 0.01. Actually, let's just do 10. So we'll click OK, and we'll press run. This right up here, run. Hopefully it runs. It does run. We don't have any problems, so we can look at it. So this required 113 stages when we used the least amount of reflux. So if we were to change the reflux, maybe to 1.5, click OK, run the system again, and it dropped it to 10 stages. So let's see what our actual products were. The distillate, it had 99 moles of the ethane and only 10 moles of the propane. And I mean, we can look at that as in mole fractions. And you see that we can't actually set what we want our top outlet to be like. We can't set, oh, I want it to be 99. You actually have to do the calculation. So if we wanted the top to actually be 99, we have to say that we only wanted 0.01 moles. But that's only because they're in the same ratio of they're each 100 pound-moles per hour. So you can't actually specify the mole fraction of either of the feeds. You can only specify how much you want of each one of these to go, or how much you want one to go to the top versus the bottom. So we'll click OK and run the system. Now this should be just 100 moles. Total flow is 100 moles, and 99 is the ethane, and 1 mole is the propane. And the bottom should look the same except opposite, and it does. So that was shortcut column. Now we want to use a real column, so we'll delete this, but first we'll glance at, so 12 stages, and the feed stage right here was about 7, so maybe 13 and 7 stages were the minimum. We don't need to worry about the minimum number of stages, well, unless you wanted to try to make it less, but we're just going to go with, so we're going to say we have 13 stages and the feed stage is at 7. So we'll delete this, go to towers. This is a tower 1. And again, we're just going to connect it back up. And it doesn't really matter where you attach this at the moment. So now we go into here. We have to set the number of stages. So we're going to say we want, I believe it was 13 stages, and the feed stage was at 7. We're going to go to specifications. We're going to go to distillate component fraction recovery. And we want to recover 99% of the ethane because that is the light key. And for the select reboiler mode, we want to do basically the same thing. And we want to get 99% of the propane. And we'll click OK. And we'll press run. I believe it did run. And we got our 99.89 moles of ethane and 99.9 moles of propane on the bottom. And we can actually go back and look at our distillation column. Go to specifications. Convergence. And we can look at our heat duties, and if we don't like our heat duties, we can increase the number of stages. We can see our distillation rate, our reflux rate, reflux ratio, and all these just different things. So that's pretty much all there is to distillation columns. Well, there's actually a lot more. So that's about it. Have a good day.